Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it's a 2 vs 2 on Turtle Rock. It is the Warcraft 3 ArenaNet replay of the week, so you know it's going to be a good one. Down at the bottom, we have our red Night Elf player, Chelyabinsk, and our teal undead player, No-profi. Our other team consists of the green Night Elf player, iNSUPERABLE, and our purple human player, Sweete. And I would really like to see him with another ally called Dude, and it would kind of be like those two tattoos from Dude Where's My Car, Sweete and Dude. And if you guys don't get the reference, you should check out that movie, Dude Where's My Car. It was actually kind of funny. And we'll speed this up to the 2x point. And don't mind me if my voice is a little off. I do believe it is about that time for allergy season and whatnot, even though I live in a desert, which doesn't make any sense. But it has been raining for days and days and days and kicking up that good old desert mold and, you know, all that fun stuff. Now, we have a Mountain King out for the human player, Demon Hunter for the Night Elf, Blade Master for the Orc, and for the Undead we have a Death Knight. It is a little far behind because Death Knights and Undead in general love to be a little bit far behind. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 for the Mountain King, not too bad at all. And now halfway to level 2. Blade Master now going after the Ogre Warrior Camp. He bought himself a Circlet of Nobility on the way there. Also grabs a Scroll of Speed and a Healing Salve from his shop. And now the Death Knight gonna buy a Rod of Necromancy and a Dust of Appearance to deal with that Orc. And took out that first Ogre there. Got the item from the camp, a Claws of Attack +6. And now the human player moving on down towards the bottom side of the map. Demon Hunter with him just behind, looking to do a little bit of harassment here. Wisp as a friendly scouting device. And the Ogre falls there. Ring of Selling +2 for the Mountain King, and I don't even think he's going to pick that up, but he should, because that is free 65 gold, though. And Blade Master here running from the undead player there. Looks like they got into a short spat, and I didn't really see. Now he picks up the Ring of Protection +2. Stormbolt hits the Demon Hunter there. And Wisp very, very nice there to block that Mountain King real quick. Blade Master was Windwalked there for a moment. Could have actually used Dust of Appearance on him. And I'd like to see that happen. Could get some extra damage in on this Blade Master. Those Crypt Fiends could get a couple extra attacks before he decides to wander off. Now Huntress is for the Night Elf player. And Blade Master juking back and forth here, doing a lot of damage. And there goes that Dust of Appearance. And gonna get hit by a couple of extra Crypt Fiend Spider Blasts. What even are those exactly? I don't even think it ever specified what those are. I guess web or poison of some sort. It's a very, very ambiguous attack. I mean, these are clearly glaives, you know. It's very, very obvious what all the other attacks are, but the Crypt Fiend, nobody ever really said what that was. The Demon Hunter here gonna get himself a Claws of Attack +6 from this camp here. The Mountain King got a Tome of Strength and a Claws of Attack +9. Very nice indeed.
Your building is complete.
And the battle still continues over here. And Sweete says he is on my way to his ally, but a little bit too late. Just gonna have to bail out of there. And a Crypt Fiend was lost just before the teleport went off. So that gave a little bit more experience to the Blade Master. And we'll finish off both of these trappers. And manage to get level 2. And a Tome of Intelligence as well, which I suppose could be useful for more Windwalks. Not the greatest item, though, for a Blade Master. But everybody could use more mana. And now Mountain King moving on out. Has a Scroll of Regeneration going. And a Clarity Potion as well. And now going to spot the Night Elf player. Could get a free Huntress, but was a little bit too late there. And the creeps got to it first. And couldn't quite surround that Huntress there.
Your building is complete.
But will surround the Demon Hunter by the looks of it. And loses that Demon Hunter, but still has the Painter and Brewmaster. And will a Huntress fall so low? 5 health, and should not have turned that Huntress around there. Could have gotten it away, and another Grunt falls. And we have multiple low health units from the other team, mostly skeletal minions and footmen though. And now the Blade Master moving through and gonna try and get himself one of these easy footman kills.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
And a Hex goes off from the second hero, Shadow Hunter, for the Orc player. Death Coil hits that Fiend, but it's going to be a little bit too late. Now another Hexed Fiend will fall there. And Arcane Sanctum's coming up for the human player. So we'll be going casters, which I suppose is the usual bet anyway. And now the Gargantuan Sea Turtle here will fall for the Orc. We'll see what drops for him. Oh, the excitement and nail-biting suspense of the items that will fall. And Tome of Agility and Potion of Greater Healing, which is, I suppose, very nice for a Blade Master. I suppose if you were to combine that with a Potion of Mana, you could have one very, very dangerous Blade Master. Now the Gargantuan Sea Turtle for the Night Elf will fall. And same thing for both of these teams up here. Gonna double team this one here. And gets a Scroll of the Beast and a Tome. Did not see what that Tome was. Scroll of the Beast down here and a Tome as well for the Night Elf. And we'll see if they decide to sell those tomes or not. A lot of people never keep the Scroll of the Beast. Can be very, very helpful at certain times, but is easily dispelled a lot. Is taken away by certain units. So sometimes it's just not worth it depending on the combination of units you're going up against. Sea Turtle will fall here for both of these teams, creeping together in tandem. And what did drop there? Potion of Invulnerability for the Death Knight there. Now going after the Troll camp here, and or Ogre camp, if you will. And I'm not really sure what dropped there. Maybe Boots of Speed. Not sure if he bought those Boots of Speed or not. And Potion of Invulnerability, one of the best items in the game. And I casted a game, I think, like 2 or 3 games ago. And somebody had 2 of these, 2 of them on their hero. It was actually a Blade Master, I believe. And they sold both of them, and it sank my heart into the ground. But they do sell for a tremendous amount. Did sell that Scroll of the Beast, as I suspected would happen. As the Scroll of the Beast also sells for quite a bit. However, he will be keeping that Potion of Invulnerability, which I highly suggest. 15 seconds of invulnerability is sort of a lifetime in this game. And no pun intended, lifetime, because you would survive. And I don't know if that's a pun or not, but let's just pretend it is. And now the Ogre Lord will fall here for both of these teams. Tome of Strength +2 and a Django of Endurance. And the Demon Hunter grabbed that Tome of Strength +2. We have the Blade Master inside the building, inside the base rather of the human, getting himself some peasant kills.
Your building is complete.
Now an Ancient Django of Endurance on the Night Elf. And other team in general, the Night Elf / Orc team. So they will be moving a little bit faster, attacking a little bit faster.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Going after the arcane vault here of the human, and decided against staying there. I figured it would probably been a good idea to actually finish that off, preventing the human from buying Scroll of Regeneration and Clarity Potions. It would have only taken an additional moment to do so. Blade Master just racking up the kills over here. It's not level 3, so we have a level 3 and a level 2, a level 2 and a level 3 to what I believe is the same thing. Level 4 and a level 2, a level 2 and a level 3. So slightly higher on the human undead team.
An allied champion has fallen.
Although I didn't go into exact details and experience levels, but slightly higher there if you just count levels. Both teams here looking pretty large now, as it is late in the game. Not too many engagements have really occurred that have taken down any significant amount of units.
Your building is complete.
Death Knight purchasing here. And didn't see exactly what he picked up. Possibly Roll-Town Portal? Not really sure. Let's see.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
And Night Elf's base has been found here. The expansion just now entangling. Ooh, and a Stormbolt goes off on that Blade Master there. That was a very excellent Stormbolt and Death Coil combo, but he was healed up. Now pops a Potion of Invulnerability. And a Scroll of Town Portal goes in and lands on the other side of the human and the undead. So sandwiching them, if you will, sort of, I suppose, in between the undead and the orc and the night elf. All four races in this game sort of just jumping back and forth between saying all four of the races in the game. A little bit confusing.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
A few dryads falling there, and the demon hunter will fall. And I believe that's the second time in the game so far he has fallen.
Our champion has fallen.
And Blood Mage is yoinking all that mana from the Blade Master. And Death Knight, Lich going strong here, as well as the Blood Mage. And the Mountain King doing fairly well, as also has 2 Storm Bolts left in him at the moment. And there goes the Stormbolt on the Blade Master. They're not going to do too much. Some healing coming in at him. Breath of Fire goes off on some units there. Looks like it only hit the 1 and maybe hit the Beat Wagon as well. And the undead player is bailing, and the human player running off as well. And it looks like the Night Elf and Orc combo has left themselves with a little bit more units. But they did lose their 1 hero, and no heroes were lost on the other team, so take that how you will. Now the expansion will be going here for the Night Elf player. Did not suffer too much losses at this expansion. Just about half health on that Tree of Life. Could use the last wisp that is going into this gold mine to, instead of going to the gold mine, just repair the tree. And saying, let's focus fire heroes. And they definitely want to take all of them out as soon as possible. And now the Tree of Life has not been repaired, and will now suffer for that. And I'm not sure if he would have survived and saved that tree if it was full health anyway, but certainly would have helped get them there. And wisps all dispel themselves, prevent themselves from dying to the human undead combo there, and just providing more experience to the other team.
The sleeper has awakened.
Now suggesting the gargantuan sea turtle, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do that too well, as the other team is wandering about. But it looks like they will get that opportunity to do this. one of the last remaining creep camps on the map, this gargantuan sea turtle. And we'll fall here. We'll see what drops for these players who will be taking what. Tome of Strength and a Ring of Regeneration. Not the greatest of items.
Research finished.
And really the only remaining creep camps, I believe, is this sea turtle here and this camp here, which was already farmed out by the Blade Master, took the item. And looks like nobody decides to pick up either of those. And the Brewmaster could have, at the very least, picked those up, as he has no items at all.
Sleeper has awakened.
And look, Blade Master was doing some harassment. I don't really see too much dead, if you will. And now requesting to bring a peasant and make a shop out in the middle of nowhere. And these players need to expand and are. One gold mine now coming up, and I'm surprised the human player hasn't tried to expand already, as usually humans are the one that expands
The sleeper has
first,
awakened.
as they can just power build their building town hall all the way up.
Your building is complete.
And now the battle will begin shortly. We do have some Druids of the Claw now out on the field, and many Dryads. And here we go. Now the Abomination gets completely focus fired. That Abomination was nearly useless, and the Blade Master, heavily damaged, nearly died, 21 health. And was etherealed by that Blood Mage there, and then hit by Stormbolt and a Death Coil. And now the Demon Hunter may fall again, and this Demon Hunter, if he falls, would be at least the third time that he died this game. And that it would be very nice to take down that Demon Hunter, as he does have that Ancient Django of Endurance, which is just basically giving all of these units Endurance, or at least level 1 Endurance Aura. And Mountain King very, very low here, 120 health.
An allied champion.
And the Blade Master
building
falls.
is complete.
Got caught out in the open a little bit. And now the Blade Master, or the Blood Mage rather, should fall here. I doubt he's going to make it out of this one. And no, it does not. And now both sides here getting pushed back into their bases. Not too many units left, although they did lose
Our warriors have
heroes.
engaged the enemy.
The Blade Master lot was lost there. But they did not lose too many units at all. So far, the bottom team, the Orc and Night Elf combo here, has been saving many, many more units after these battles. But I would say that they have lost more heroes so far than the other team. Expansion is no more, has been destroyed. And Arcane Vault out in the middle of nowhere. A Scout Tower as well will fall here. Mountain King regenerating very low here, about half health. And still pumping out Druids and or Dryads, and neither side really expanding just yet. We have some distance miners. He does have plenty of gold and wood to actually slap down at this gold mine, but he is not. Instead, just distance mining, which is sort of strange. Could be throwing down that expansion.
The sleeper has awakened.
Now all mana'd up and healthed up, if you will, with EDs on the end. And now the Ogre Warrior camp will fall here to the human, but I don't think he's going to get any items out of this. The one item was already sort of farmed out by that Blade Master. It's a pretty good trick. You just sort of run your Blade Master up and you kill the Ogre that has the item, and then you just sort of run off, because the rest of the camp really isn't all that useful. It does give you a little bit of experience. As you can see, that did get that Mountain King level 5. That is for sure. But otherwise, the item is just simply more useful at the start of the game.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Night Elf Goldmon has collapsed there. So is the Orc and the Undeads. The human player, strangely enough, has 800 left in it. So now expansions need to be thought about.
Allied champion has
And
fallen.
the Blade Master fell there, and he says WTF, and so do I. I say WTF as well. I did not even see what happened there.
An allied champion has fallen.
I think he got Storm Bolted, Frost Nova'd, and Death Coiled. Now the Demon Hunter falls as well. And it looks like the Pendra Brewmaster will fall, so now only one hero left in this whole group, and I can't even find it. The Shadow Hunter should be around here somewhere. No, the Shadow Hunter is dead as well. All heroes are dead on the other team. And all heroes alive for our opposite team. So that was definitely a very, very good play. And what I thought would happen to that Blade Master is that he got hit by the ethereal skill of the Blood Mage there.
Mine has collapsed.
Ghosted that Blade Master, if you will. And then he got hit by all of the skills afterwards, but after the Blade Master died, the Blood Mage came around from the opposite side. So I think he just got hit by all three skills, the Death Coil, Frost Nova, and Stormbolt combo. Demon Hunter has been revived. I think he was Tavern revived there, half health and no mana. Death Coil pops a somewhat preemptive potion of invulnerability there. I think that was a little bit early, and although they did lose all their heroes, they certainly have quite a bit of units out on the field. Now the Druid of the Claw here is subject to all of those destroyers and does take additional damage from said destroyers. Now the Spirit Walker is falling as well. And looks like this Blood Mage will fall as well. The Blood Mage is made of paper, so that does make sense. Sniping some units here and there. Now all the heroes are back in action here for the other team, or at least one each. And the other ones should be reviving. But no, not just yet. And let's see if he's reviving that Pendra and Brewmaster. He is. And we'll see if he decides to Tavern revive that Orc hero. And no, decides against that.
The sleeper has awakened.
Just now reviving his other hero there. Stormbolt there lands on the Demon Hunter and another Frost Nova. And there goes a Death Coil. The Demon Hunter falls for the 4th or 5th time this game.
Our champion has fallen.
Not too much luck going on with that Demon Hunter, and the Blade Master gonna get hit pretty hard there. And a Dust of Appearance reveals him. So now he's gonna have to stay out of the battle for a little while. And a Druids of the Talent, or Claw rather, falling. So again, still just not really losing too many of these Dryads or too many of these units. But all of their heroes falling very, very quickly. Blade Master gets hit by the Frost Nova and Death Coil combo there, and a Stormbolt, very nice. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time there. And what a deadly combination that these two here, and the Stormbolt of the Mountain King. Mountain King in trouble. Pops the potion, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think he's going to have to town portal out of there. And the obsidian statue blocking his ally there. With good intentions, but turned out to be blocking him a little bit there. Now the Brewmaster is back in action. Expansion up and going strong here for the undead. That Shadow Hunter is back, revived for the Orc. Now just waiting on the Blade Master again. Alter reviving it. And also Alter reviving his Demon Hunter there. And now the very last creep camp on the map. Being hit there by the Orc.
Our sacred grove is being
And may lose a Spirit Walker here to the creep camp. And nearly did. 2 health left on that Spirit Walker. I think that's the lowest amount of health I've ever seen on a Spirit Walker. And a Mantle of Intelligence +3 for the Spirit Walker there. Or rather the Shadow Hunter. Oh my. Talking is hard. And now the Tree of Eternity nearly fell halfway. But the Scroll of Town Portal saves it for now. Bear gets totally destroyed by a combo of spells, including some mana drain too. Why not just put the icing on the cake and drain its mana before you kill it? And the Panda will fall. This is just so much damage coming out of this team, this human undead combo. The Frost Nova, Stormbolt, and Death Coil hit all at once is just way too much damage to handle. Now the Demon Hunter will fall again. As soon as they revive these heroes, they just instantly get slammed. Stormbolt, Death Coil, and Frost Nova is, I'm not even sure, I'm not, like 950 damage? Question mark? I'm sure somebody will comment exactly how much damage it will do. Of course, you have to minus a little bit because it's hitting heroes, doesn't do full damage, but approximately 900 to 1,000 damage on the hero every time you triple combo that. And the other team, GG's out. The Orc and Night Elf combo team there loses the game. The human undead combo wins. Very, very good game indeed. So many heroes lost throughout this game. Units killed. All fairly even. Nothing too crazy. Definitely more for the human. I don't know, pretty much about even there. That's a pretty even score. 6 and 6, 6 and 4, 5 and 4, and 5 and 4. Heroes killed. 7 heroes killed for our undead player, and 6 for the human player. Total of 13 total heroes killed from the one side, and only 2 from the other. And resources mined, not a lot at all for the Orc or the human. However, the Night Elf and the Undead did have those expansions for a little while, so they got a little bit more. But hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and I will see you guys next time.